Hey there, Gadget Cravers, and I have something pretty sweet for you today. It's the True Cubes ice mold that will make your ice so crystal clear you won't even believe it. And the best part is you can pretty much use any water you want, distilled. You don't even have to. You don't even have to use distilled water. You can just use tap water. And let's get this thing unboxed here. You know, classic manual, and the unboxing with the bag. It's very minimal packaging, which is nice as well. One thing that I also liked about the True Cubes is the color scheme was pretty cool. I mean, not that it really matters with an ice cube tray, but it's just one of those non-functional things that I can appreciate. Now, getting a closer look, you can see that the silicone mold is going to hold 4 cubes for you. And what I personally like to do is I like to stockpile cubes. I'll make them in advance, and I'll put them in a freezer bag just to keep the the little crystals forming on the outside of the ice while I wait to actually use them. And this is actually made out of plastic here, and it looks pretty durable and it feels pretty durable in the hand. So I mean, it's pretty hard. It's not very flexible, but I think it can withstand some bumping and maybe a drop or two, because we all know that we're gonna drop it potentially. You can see looking down into the silicone now, you're going to notice those holes there. And so when you actually fill it up, the other excess water actually will flow into that little basin there. And that's actually where all the dirty water, this is the cool part of the whole thing. The dirty water, as it freezes, actually flows through the little holes and collects in that basin that we just put to the side. And then when you're left with is just crystal clear ice cubes. And this is because only pure water freezes at 32 degrees. And so if the water has any impurities, it's going to actually freeze at a lower temperature, which means the water is just going to flow through, and then you're going to just be left with crystal clear ice. And the gray piece actually acts not as just a holder for this silicone. It actually keeps it insulated, so that way as the water freezes, it freezes from the top down, so that way you can guarantee some crystal ice. And as you can see, we're filling it all up right now, just each side of the cube, and it's going to equalize underneath. And so if you just want to pour in one side, that's fine too, but I just kind of pour it all around. You can see that fill line right there. Now into the freezer for 16 hours, and really you don't want to put in very much longer than that. 16 to 18 hours is pretty much the golden ticket right there for some crystal clear ice. We don't want the base to freeze all the way, because otherwise it makes it impossible to get the ice cubes out. And I actually had rested the ice cubes on the countertop just for maybe about 10 minutes. It allows it a lot easier to remove. So I'll just kind of show you here what it looks like with the cubes actually frozen inside the mold. And so one quick look from the top down, you can already see how crystal clear these are. I mean, this is frozen solid, and you can see all the way to the bottom with no impurities. There's a little crystallization on the top little corners, but that just wipes right off and no big deal. And so you just kind of work your way around, and it just pulls right off. It's actually not too bad, and you can see how the bottom freezes a little bit, but this is perfect because we didn't have any other of the ice really frozen, which made it a lot easier to get out. So these cubes were in there for about 16 hours, like I said. The easiest way, see, as you can tell, it's not like a regular ice cube tray. We can just pull them back and forth, where I'm showing you right there. This is a great shot of all the water that never froze after even 16 hours because of that insulated gray cube portion, which keeps the impurities from actually freezing solid, which makes this a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is just push from the bottom, and they just pop right out just like that. And you have some crystal clear ice. I honestly have never seen crystal clear ice made this easy and this clear before. I really think that you're going to love this ice cube maker. I had honestly been searching for something like this for a long time, and the fact that it was as cheap as it was, and I'll have the link inside the description there, so that way you can go check it out yourself. This is definitely a fun gift to give to any of your cocktail buddies. You can buy one for yourself, maybe a couple. Speed up the process. You can go 2 times faster if you have a couple. They take up a little bit of space in your freezer, so you're just going to have to be ready for that. I just make some room, and then I just pop it in there. It's really not that bad. The results of the ice cubes far outweigh any additional space that these cubes make up for inside your freezer. So definitely well worth the real estate. And Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing bad I can say about these cubes. They do their job. They're crystal clear. They look great in a cocktail, and I'm gonna make one just for you guys, just to show it off how amazing they look. It's truly awesome, and I am so happy that I took the plunge and bought one of these, and I'm so happy to share it with you. And with these cubes being so perfect, it's honestly hard not to stack them. And here's a better look of all the stacked cubes, and look at that. That's pretty amazing. Now let's get to the good stuff. This is why we make these cubes. And in an ice cube goes, and a little bit of whiskey here. We're gonna make an old fashioned. And down the hatch, there we go. In she goes, right over the cube. Man, that looks beautiful. A little bit of bitters, and then a little bit of simple syrup. We're gonna spin that ice cube, and cheers, and thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, hit the subscribe button and drop a like and a comment, and let me know what you think if you end up buying it. Thank you so much.